A John Deere tractor has always meant something on a working farm. For many farmers, that green paint is tied to long mornings, hay fields, corn rows, cattle chores, and machines that were expected to earn their keep year after year. But modern John Deere tractors are not the same machines your grandfather fixed with a wrench, a test light, and a little patience. Today, one warning code can stop a job. One electronic part can need software before the tractor trusts it. Now, a new John Deere repair rule is changing that conversation. Today, we're going to explain what this new rule says, why farmers cared so much, who it may help, what it does not fix, and why Deere owners around the world are watching it closely. In July 2026, the Federal Trade Commission and 5 U.S. states reached a settlement with Deere and Company over repair access. Those 5 states were Arizona, Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. The simple meaning is this: for the next 10 years, Deere must provide farmers and independent repair providers with repair resources similar to what authorized Deere dealers receive. That includes access to read, clear, and reset electronic fault codes. It includes reprogramming certain electronic components. It includes pairing newly installed electronic parts with the machine. It also includes technical manuals, troubleshooting information, repair guidance, and support for certain shutdown recovery steps, including limp mode situations. For a farmer, that is the part that matters. Not just a printed manual, not just a nice promise. Real repair tools and information that can help a machine get back to work. This does not mean every repair becomes easy. It does not mean every tool will be free. And it does not mean every farmer suddenly becomes a dealer technician. But it does mean the repair door may open wider than before. And when a tractor is sitting during the busy season, one more repair path can make a big difference. To understand why this became such a fight, you have to look at how tractors changed. Older tractors had problems too. Fuel systems failed. Clutches wore out. Hydraulic hoses burst. Cooling systems got ignored. Wiring got weak after years of dust, heat, and vibration. But most of those problems gave a farmer a place to start. A good mechanic could open the hood, listen to the engine, check the fuel, test the wiring, follow the leak, or adjust the linkage. Modern tractors brought real improvements. They are quieter, cleaner, more comfortable, and much more advanced. They can run precision equipment, monitor systems, and help one operator cover more ground in a long day. But they also brought a new kind of repair problem. Sometimes the broken part is only half the repair. The other half is access. A sensor may be replaced, but the tractor still needs to recognize it. A module may be installed, but it still needs to be programmed. A problem may be fixed, but a fault code may still hold the machine back. That is where many farmers felt ownership had changed. They were not asking to hack a tractor. They were not asking to destroy a machine. They wanted a fair chance to repair what they bought. If you want more calm, practical tractor and machinery stories like this, subscribe to America Glow and keep the channel saved for the next guide. People outside farming often look at repair as a bill. The part cost this much. The labor cost that much. The service call cost this much. But on a farm, the bigger cost is often waiting. A tractor does not usually break when the farm is quiet. It breaks when hay is down and rain is coming. It breaks when the planters should already be moving. It breaks when the combine needs to run before the weather turns. It breaks when cattle still need feed and the loader tractor is sitting with the warning light on the screen. That is why this became bigger than one repair invoice. A dealer can still be valuable. Many dealer technicians are skilled people doing hard work, especially during the busiest weeks of the year. The problem starts when the dealer is the only path. If a machine needs one locked tool to finish the job, the farmer may not be waiting because the repair is impossible. He may be waiting because the access is limited. A farmer can accept a hard repair. He can accept a worn-out part. He can accept that machines break. What is harder to accept is a tractor sitting still after the physical repair is done, just because the final software step is out of reach. For farmers, the biggest benefit is simple: more choices. Most farmers are not looking to become software technicians. They just want another way to get a tractor back to work. If they can read a fault code, clear a simple warning, or let a trusted local mechanic finish the repair, they may avoid days of unnecessary downtime. That is the real value of this rule. Not politics, not headlines, just another repair option when time matters. And with modern tractors becoming more electronic every year, that option could become even more important in the future. Local mechanics have always been part of farming. Many farmers trust the independent shop that has worked on their equipment for years. The problem is that modern tractors often stop those repairs at the final step. The mechanical work may be finished, but the machine still needs software access before it will run again. If this rule gives independent repair shops better access to the tools they need, more repairs could be finished locally instead of waiting days for dealer availability. And during planting or harvest, that extra option can make a real difference. This rule could also affect the used equipment market. Today, buying a used Deere is no longer just about horsepower, hours, or appearance. Buyers also think about software. If a warning code appears, can the machine be diagnosed? Can an independent mechanic repair it? Can a replacement module be programmed without waiting for a dealer? Those questions now affect value just as much as maintenance history. Better repair access does not remove every risk. A used tractor still needs a careful inspection, but if owners have more repair options, modern used Deere machines may become easier to own with confidence. Farmers should also keep their expectations realistic. This rule does not make every repair free. It does not remove the need for skilled technicians, and it does not replace John Deere dealers, who will still handle warranty work, major repairs, and complex diagnostics. It is also important to remember that this is a U.S. legal settlement. Farmers in other countries may not receive exactly the same repair rights. The real test will be what happens in the field. Will the tools be affordable? Will independent shops actually get meaningful access? Will repairs become faster? Those are the answers farmers will be watching. This whole story explains why old tractors still have such a strong place in farmers' minds. Old iron was not perfect. They leaked oil, smoked, and rattled through long days. But farmers felt they had a chance to fix them. Modern tractors are more capable than ever, but software has changed what ownership feels like. A tractor is bought to work, not to wait for permission after every electronic repair. That is why this rule matters. If it gives farmers and independent mechanics another path to get equipment running, it could become one of the biggest repair changes in modern farm equipment. But the real verdict will come in the field, not in a courtroom, because farming has always been about timing. But the real verdict will come in the field, not in a courtroom, because farming has always been about timing. It only cares whether the work gets done. If you enjoy practical tractor and machinery stories like this, subscribe to America Glow so you don't miss future guides. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.